What's going on, boys? It's Daddy Big here, and I want to welcome you back to the series where I talk about random garbage. And this episode is especially talking about garbage, because I'm just I don't know exactly what I'm gonna title yet, but I just kind of want to like ask the question like, why are people such assholes sometimes? You know what I mean? And I was in class today, right, as of recording. And this girl I was in class with, she's kind of the type where like she's I mean, she just kind of complains, a little bit entitled, talks gossips about people, all that stuff. Ever and she, the past few weeks has just been like randomly just like dogging on one of my friends, and I'm just like, that's weird. It was just whatever. But then, like, again, as of recording today, she just like took it way further and started like attacking like me and like my girlfriend, saying like, oh, like she can't believe my girlfriend deals with me, pities her, all the talking garbage about all Colin. I was joking, saying well, oh, yeah, I know, like one of my friends. I was like, yeah, I know him. He's a good looking guy, And she was like, not that good looking. He's too short, And it's just like all this like random stuff, and it's just like, what's the deal, Like, it seemed like it's weird because this person literally would just today, talked about like some of my closest friends, and like seems like she was picking out people that she knows I'm close to, like some of my best friends and my girlfriend and all this stuff. And it's like, I just don't, I don't get it. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Are you just a bitter person? Are you going, maybe like I give people the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? I know maybe people are going through stuff, got tough stuff going on in their own life, and kind of just lash out at other people. And for me, I don't resent this person. I don't hate them, because here's the thing, right? I've been through experiences where I legitimately have been bullied, harassed, treated poorly. I've been times when I've truly been lonely, had no friends. So to me now, something that is really pretty goofy like that, this person this person saying my girlfriend's too good for me and she pities her and all this stuff, like, honestly, it's just funny to me. I get a good giggle out of it at that point, because I've been through stuff that's so much worse, and this just seems, like I said, like frivolous in comparison. It just really makes me, because like I was talking to my mom about, just kind of talking to my mom about everything like this person said, and she was like, well, you know what? And my dad was all like, oh, you got to just give it back to her, be a bit of a smart, because this girl just, I didn't mention this yet, but after class was over, she just looked at me and she's like, I have to see you later again today. And I was just like, oh, I'm sorry, I really, maybe I should just go home so you don't have to see, just being a bit of a smartass, for being honest. My dad was like, oh yeah, that's what you gotta do, give it back to him. My mom was like, well, no, don't stoop down to their level. It's just, and what my mom said is just, people like that, just, man, what did she say? I forgot. Maybe it'll come back to me. But anyways, yeah, it just makes me wonder like where this contempt comes from in these people. You know what I mean? Because like, trust me, this girl is a little bit entitled, right? Doesn't, like, I don't know the ins and outs of her personal life, but she's not doing too bad. You know what I mean? Overall, not life could be worse for her. You know what I mean? So it's just, is it just truly entitlement? Is it just real contempt? Does she have something against me? And I do remember what my mom said now. I couldn't remember it at the time, but no, what she said was that, people like that just spew garbage, it's just, what she said, what my mom said, that is that her actions say a lot more about her than they do about me or my friends, and I guess that really checks out, because it's like, if, because like, I told some of my friends that she was talking trash about, that they were getting talked trash about, and they were just like, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's like people know. People just know, and it's like, so it's like it's making her look worse, and I mean it can't be fun for her to live a bitter life like that, to be angry at people and want to tear people down. That can't be fun. So, you know, I don't I don't envy her. I'm not, I'm not upset with her for what she said to me. It's like I said, it's kind of funny. But if anything, I kind of pity the fact that she has to go through life miserable like that, you know what I mean? So miserable that she has to just take it out on me, of all people, just minding my own business. You know what I mean? And I guess, yeah, it's just and another thing too, this other girl who's her own can of worms entirely. I ran into her, as I was heading home, just minding, literally unprovoked, me just minding my own business, and she just sees me and sneers at me and rolls down her window and starts just like yelling at me, even tossed out a slur. I know, it was pretty intense. You know what I mean? And that, like I said, it just gets to the point where it's just kind of like I said, I've been through real stuff. So people like that, it's just goofy. Like that just kind of made my day in a weird way, like people like that, it's like Snap going into my cringe comp, except for I'm just gonna talk about them on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, man. For me, I feel like I have the personal strength now to just totally shrug it off, just not even worry about it. But I guess I was just kind of reflecting and thinking about it and just kind of asking myself the question, like, where did that even come from? Because for the most, like, I can't imagine, like, I didn't like provoke these people in any specific way. They just like lashed out at me, And I guess the moral of the story from me would be just that to not, like if someone is truly bullying you, really putting you down, having a big effect on your life, that's a different story. But I guess, as Big Time Tommy once said, for lack of better terminology, you gotta block out the haters. But in all seriousness, though, like I've been saying, for me, it's just these people they just roll right off. It just doesn't even affect me. It just rolls right off my shoulder, And I guess just I'm lucky enough to have the personal strength. I don't know if it's a good thing that I went through all those bad experiences to gain those strengths for myself, but I did. And I understand that not everyone might have that ability. But for me personally, it's just about understanding that, these two girls that were being rude to me today, giving me hell for no reason, it's just like, they're the ones that are really miserable. I'm just having a laugh about it. So, yeah, I guess my moral of the story, if anything, would just be, in a situation like this, it's not a huge deal. As long as the person isn't doing anything totally out of line, just ignore them, Not much else you can do. Because people are just going to be people. And sometimes that's just how it goes, So, yeah. Got some real NPCs out there, boys. Better watch out. Keep the heads on a swivel. But, yeah, in the meantime, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.